Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Haven't posted in a while. I still have a Wynonna Earp reaction video to post, but I wanted to make this 2018 year wrap-up video because a lot has happened in my life and I want to be able to document that. So here's this. At the very beginning of January, I took this photo right here, and I said that I was determined to girl the hell up, to move to LA, make those Hollywood dreams happen, and I kind of did. So with a lot of support from family and coworkers, I revamped my resume, worked on my cover letter, started applying to jobs, and was starting to look to find a roommate, figure out how I was going to move to LA. I had a couple different roommates that at different times were going to work out, ended up not working out. There's a lot of difficulty, frustration, trying to find the right budget, the right place to live. Kind of a stressful time, but also very exciting because I was actually making this happen. Now, while I was working on moving to LA, I was working at a place called Experience Momentum in Linwood, where I made some of my best friends. It was really wonderful. They were so supportive and they gave me a great send-off when I ended up moving. In June, I had wisdom teeth surgery. I had never had surgery before and I was terrified, but I ended up putting myself in kind of a hypnotic, meditative state with music that I got together, and it ended up going okay. It was a weird day. I thought I was gonna sleep all day and I slept for like 2 hours, but I was so terrified that I was going to say something that I would regret later on, so I was just silent for like the first 4 hours I was out of surgery. But it went well. My wisdom teeth are gone. Hooray. So we also had a new addition to our family. My grandniece was born. Her name is Noko, and she was born with an omphalocele, which basically means some of her organs formed in a little sac outside of her torso. They thought that everything was gonna be okay. It was. They're still managing it. She still needs oxygen sometimes, but my niece Avery is doing a great job. I'm so happy for her and Brandon, and they just have this wonderful little family, and I got to see Noko before I left, and that was really special. Another big thing that happened this year is that I bought a car. Yeah, I bought a car, and that was terrifying and stressful and so overwhelming, but I did it, and I love my car, and it's a wonderful car, and I'm really happy with it. I'm stressed that I have car payments for, you know, the rest of my days, and student loan payments and everything else. Actually had to put my student loans into forbearance this year, which was another stressful decision. But my car, I love my car, I love my car. I'm so happy with my car. So in like June-ish, I started to really connect with this group of people online, the Pacific Northwest Earpers. They are just a segment of Wynonna Earp fans that live in the Pacific Northwest, and I actually went to a meetup for the season premiere of season 3 of Wynonna Earp, and I went to someone's house who I had never met with people that I didn't know, and I don't know how I got myself to do it because typically that kind of thing scares me like no other. I was really nervous and overwhelmed and just all very anxious. But the moment I walked in, I felt very comfortable, and I went back several more times before I had to move and just made really amazing friends. They're awesome, and they take care of me and they support me, and I just don't know what I would do without them. They're the best. And I've got this like little queer group of friends, or little family, and it's that's pretty neat. I love them a lot. Something else that happened in July is that my very best friend, Jessica, went on to start serving her active duty service in the military. I had a hard time that night. I had to say goodbye. She was just gonna be stationed in Texas, but it was still scary that at any point she could go overseas and be in not a good zone, and I'm still terrified of that every day, but saying goodbye to her was really hard. I don't know when I'm going to see her again. And we've been friends for over 11 years now, so that was really tough. But I'm so proud of her. Oh my God, I'm so proud of her. So I finally found a roommate to move to LA at the end of July, I think. It's actually one of my good friend Brandon from my Spain program, which if you look back at those vlogs, you'll see him. He reached out, said his girlfriend was looking for a roommate, and we FaceTimed and hit it off immediately. So we were now looking for places. This is gonna work, so excited. And soon enough, I got an email that really set everything in motion. I got an email from my good friend friends at Shipwrecked Comedy asking me to be the assistant director on their new short film that they were going to submit to Buffer Festival. Yeah, I basically just went silent and was so excited and so stressed. I had never been an assistant director before, had no experience, had only ever been a PA, and I had been a PA once on one of their projects. They knew I was going to move or was already here, so they wanted to give me this opportunity. I was pumped, but this gave me a date that I had to be in LA by, and I moved to LA. I drove down to LA with my mom. We had gotten an apartment the day before we left Seattle, but it wasn't going to be ready until a week later. So my mom and I drove down. We had quite the experience on the drive. Definitely almost got killed by another car, which was, wow, it was a time. Never go to Canyonville, Oregon. Don't stop in Canyonville, Oregon. That's all I'm gonna say. Weird town. So we got here, we stayed in an Airbnb. I was in pre-production for a little short film called American Whoopee, and I was scheduling and making call sheets, and I had never done anything like this before, and I was in LA for the first time because I was moving. It was wild, but we shot American Whoopee. It was one of the most gratifying experiences I've ever had. Everyone was so supportive, helped me out a lot. I learned a lot, and I had a great time. And at the end of the shoot, true story, the sound stage was empty. There were just a few of us in it, and I just started sobbing. I was so overwhelmed by the experience of moving and doing this thing I had never done before. I was so proud of myself for achieving this thing. We finished a project, we wrapped. It was just a whirlwind of a time that I was so happy to be a part of, and so grateful to Shipwrecked Comedy for giving me this opportunity. Now cut to a week later, I get a message from another friend of mine who has worked with Shipwrecked before, and she says a friend of hers needs an extra PA on a project for that weekend. And I said, okay, and it turned out to be a creator that I had admired for a while as well. So I got to work side by side along with him for the weekend, which was amazing, along with a host of other incredible people, and that was a really fun shoot as well. Then a couple weeks after that, I got a text from my friend Kayla, who I had met on American Whoopee, saying that she was working on a big budget film that needed an extra hydration PA for a couple days. Now, hydration PA is basically, you have a ton of extras, they're all in real fur coats when it's supposed to be in the middle of winter, so there's real snow, but it's actually 92 degrees outside. So our only job was to run them water. Now this was an over $100 million budget film. It's called The Call of the Wild. I'll talk more about it when more information gets released. So that was wild. I went from American Whoopee to another short film to a $100 million something budget film. And then soon enough, I also get another text from Shipwrecked saying, can you help us out as a PA on our holiday project? And of course I said yes. If you know anything about me, you know that I love Christmas, and a dream of mine has been to work on a Christmas project. So this was my opportunity. It was a very different shoot than our other shoots. There was a lot more stress surrounding this one for basically all of us, but we got it done, and oh my god, the final product is amazing. American Whoopee, A Christmas Carol, please go watch them. I'll link them down below. I am so grateful to Shipwrecked Comedy for giving me these opportunities to learn and to grow and to just be on set and have fun. It's taught me a lot and has really helped me get an idea of how I want to create projects in the future and what I want my sets to be like when I'm creating things. They are awesome, and I am so grateful for them. I can't even express it well enough. Now, it took me about 2 months to land an actual job. I had applied a lot of places, didn't get anything back. Finally applied to a store in the mall and was asked to come in for an interview, but then I didn't hear back from them for weeks. In between that time, I got an interview for the Paramount Page program. All of the Page programs are awesome and great kind of learning ground for young professionals in the movie and TV industry. I got an interview. Our interview was in the set from the diner from Glee, or the place where they shot it, and I'm a huge Glee fan. So I walked into this and I was like, what is happening right now? It was wild, but so fun. Worked out for me. I got a second interview, got the call like the day later, interviewed early that next week, and was hired on the spot. And I was over the moon. I would be working in the industry, which I set out to come to, even if just as a tour guide for 6 months. Crazy, amazing. And I've continued to do that job and I love it. We do have hard days. We have people who are there taking tours who just don't seem happy at all to be there, and you can't do anything to make them happy. But we also have people who love film and TV, and they're hanging on every word you say, and they're asking you questions, and you get to talk about things that you're passionate about, and I love that. I'm not on set, I'm just giving tours right now, but I get to tell stories about things that I love, and that's pretty cool. Now I finally got a call back from that other job, and I got that job as well. So I was working 2 jobs through the holiday season, and oh boy, was that an experience. Man, working at a mall during Christmas is really something special. Yup, it was a lot. It was a lot. Even now I'm still feeling exhausted for that, but I got a little reprieve because for Christmas my parents drove down from Seattle to spend Christmas with me. They even brought our dog. Even though I was working a lot, they got to spend a lot of time with me. We got to just hang out together. We got to be together. We spent Christmas together. On the drive down, my dog actually went blind. She's old, she's 12. She has diabetes, she has arthritis. Now she's blind, but she is just hanging in there. She is hanging in there so hard, and she loves life, and it was just a really good time to be able to spend time with them and to spend a little bit more quality time with her. Now, that was last year, and I think I achieved my girl the hell up. I'm pretty proud of that. Next year, I will be going to Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle, where I get to reconnect with my Earper friends, meet some of the cast of Wynonna Earp, which, man, I'm so excited about. I'm actually gonna do a cosplay for the first time. It's my first convention, and I feel like I have to cosplay. I'm going to make an outfit. I won't tell you which one because it's secret, but I'm really excited for that. And because I want to feel my absolute best at ECCC, I've decided to really focus on exercising better and eating better food, just taking a little bit better care of myself. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to try and keep myself accountable there. If you want to follow my journey through that, you can, or you don't have to. That's totally fine. In addition to eating better, working out better, I am really going to focus on starting to create my own projects. I have so many people here in the Los Angeles area that want to help with things, and there's a project I really want to start. I'll tell you the name of the project. I've already outlined a lot of it. It's called Back in the Closet. This gives you any hints there. It's something I'm really passionate about, and I want to find a way to be able to make that and make it good quality and make it something that can speak to a lot of people. So be on the lookout for that, and please just, keep bothering me about it so I make sure I do it too. But that's something I'm determined to create this year, or at least start creating. With all of that being said, I'm looking forward to another year of girling the hell up. 2019 hopefully will be better overall for the world than 2018 was, and I want to keep on this trend of girling the hell up for myself. To cap off this video, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who have supported me this year, who helped me achieve these dreams of moving to Los Angeles. To those of you who are here in Los Angeles who continue to support me, help me, are my friend. I'm really grateful to everyone in my life right now, and I'm happy with where my life is going. I know that there are things that I can continue to do to better my life and to better my impact on the world. So I'm gonna try and work on those. But overall, this year was all about perseverance and gratitude. And that's what I'm reflecting on today, on this last day of 2018. 2018. Yes. Here's to 2019. I hope you all can continue to girl the hell up. Okay, bye.